back to another episode of QPOD by Testhouse. I'm your host, Alfie Christina, and today we have a very interesting topic to discuss. Today we are exploring an exciting new framework called QAOps. What is it, and how is it reshaping the landscape of software development? To help us unravel these questions, we have Ananthu Suresh, our senior analyst from Testhouse. Welcome, Ananthu.
Thank you so much, Alfie. It is my pleasure to be here and share my insights on this exciting topic.
Let's demystify what QAOps is. Ananthu, can you explain to our listeners what QAOps is all about and how it's different from traditional DevOps and QA practices?
DevOps has actually revolutionized the way software development and IT operations work together, promoting collaboration and continuous integration. However, it was observed that traditional QA practices were sometimes left out of this continuous delivery pipeline, leading to compromises in the software quality assurance. That's where this QAOps comes in. QAOps is a convergence of DevOps and quality assurance. It's a holistic approach that integrates testing and quality control throughout the entire software development lifecycle. Unlike traditional DevOps, which sometimes treats QA as an afterthought, QAOps places quality at the forefront.
Can you please elaborate on how QAOps achieves this?
Sure, Alfie, I can explain more on this. QAOps actually focus on bringing the test automation, continuous testing, and monitoring into DevOps pipeline. By incorporating QA into the core DevOps principles, developers and testers can actually work together to build software that is not rapidly delivered but also reliable and of high quality. Continuous testing becomes an integral part of this build and release process, allowing for immediate feedback and quick bug fixes.
That sounds like a significant shift in mindset. So, Anandu, tell me, how do you think this integration is changing the way teams work and the impact it has on product quality?
In fact, with this QAOps, teams collaborate more closely, creating a culture of shared responsibility for quality. Testing is actually no longer seen as a separate phase but as an integral part of development. This means faster feedback loops, quicker issue resolution, and ultimately more robust and reliable software.
That sounds fascinating. How does QAOps impact the traditional roles and responsibilities of developers and testers?
With QAOps, the lines between the developers and testers actually blur. Developers are expected to write test cases and automate them as part of their daily workflow. Testers, on the other hand, contribute to the development process by providing insights and suggestions early on, ultimately improving the overall quality of the software.
It's interesting how QAOps brings these two traditionally separate teams together in such a collaborative way. So, what are the key benefits that organizations can expect when adopting QAOps?
There are several benefits, Alfie, on this. First and the foremost one is organizations can achieve faster time to market without compromising on quality. With test automation integrated into DevOps pipeline, feedback loops are shortened, enabling quicker bug fixes and feature improvements. Additionally, the QAOps promotes better collaboration between developers and testers, leading to improved productivity and software reliability.
It all sounds great, but every transformation comes with its own challenges. What are some of the common obstacles organizations face when adopting QAOps and how can they overcome them?
Yeah, you're right. There are some challenges on that. Organizations may struggle with cultural resistance, tooling, and process adjustment. However, the benefits far outweigh the challenges. Improved product quality, shorter release cycles, and reduced cost are just a few of the rewards that we will be getting. Overcoming the challenges often involves effective communication, training, and right choice of tools.
That's great. So, as we wrap up this episode, do you have any final thoughts or recommendations for our listeners who are considering adopting QAOps?
Absolutely, Alfie. My advice would be to start small. Determine the important areas that can be automated first, then progressively extend from there. Encourage cross functional teams and promote collaborative and ongoing learning environment. In order to make data driven decisions, it is crucial to evaluate and analyze how QAOps have affected your software delivery process.
Thank you so much, Anantu, for sharing your expertise on QAOps. It was a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you so much, Alfie. It was my pleasure to be here.
So that wraps up another episode of QPOD. I hope you found this discussion on QAOps insightful and thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next episode.